All right, guys. Hello, hello, hello. It is Tuesday, February 17th. There is a lot of noise near my room, so I just wanted to make this. This is hard, y'all. This is hard because I've been following my trading plan, right? But with this trade, it looks great. You know, it won. It's a 3 candle setup. You see 1, 2, 3 closed above the 13, and then it closed below. And in this case, I was thinking to myself, let's go for the 1 to 1.5 because it's pretty low. But I looked back at it and I was like, yo, it didn't even break this. And it's not even like it's not like it's low. You know, it's not like at this lowest point. Like you could still see price over here. So I should have just went for the 1 to 1. And I was cooking when the 1 to 1 hit because I just went to take this trade, and then once it actually entered, I went downstairs and started cooking breakfast. Now that is very irresponsible of me. It's not what a full-time trader would do. It's not what I should be doing. It's very irresponsible. So I learned my lesson from it, and as soon as it hit that 1 to 1, it spiked right back up, and I literally got out at the worst time possible in this trade, even though it hit for me. And right here, it is when I got out. You know, so look, 524 got in at 1918. So as you can see, it definitely went down, and we didn't reap the benefits of that, of following our trading plan. So that is unfortunate. The 1 to 1.5 hit too. Like right now, it's literally at almost a 3 to 1, and we just have to move on from it. I'm gonna journal. I'm gonna make sure that I just completely recognize that I'm following my plan, but I'm not executing the way I want to. That's how it's been this year with a few trades. So I want that to be the case now. Um, that's just tough, man. I'm definitely sick about that. I'm not gonna lie, because it was on me. It was on me. If a trade loses, all right, it's a little tough, but like it is what it is, man. That's part of trading, and I accept that. But this is a part of trading that you just want to grow from. You don't want to make those same mistakes again. So I am going to make sure that I don't do this. And we have to have our focus. Like, we have to have our focus there. And it's going to take a lot of focus. You know, trading is not easy, y'all. We have to execute to a T. So that is the trade today. It won, but we didn't win. And, you know, we're just going to make sure we just keep on following our trading plan. We're not going to try and get revenge or nothing. We're done for the day, and we'll be back on the 18th. So that's it, y'all. Monday, President's Day. We didn't trade. So, yeah. See y'all see y'all tomorrow. All right. So today was a no trade day, but I do feel good because I felt like I was just getting back, from my mistake that I made yesterday. Even though yesterday I took a trade that went with my plan, I definitely just wanted to make sure that I do the same thing next time, but my execution is on point. So I was thinking about it the whole time, like, just make sure this is right, make sure this is right. So with oil, this was the closest thing we had to a trade. I waited for it to break this certain point because from there it's really up from there. And that was a pretty accurate take. Anything could happen, but I was waiting for a 3 candle setup. The day was starting to end, and then once it actually closed above the 13, it's 1050 now, and it didn't break candle right here. So at that point, it was invalid. But as you can see, it ended up going up for the rest of the day. Probably still going up a bit right now, but that is today. I'll be back tomorrow, but I just want to show you guys, like, we're always looking to bounce back no matter what mistake we make, no matter what happens. We're always looking to bounce back and just focus on what we got to focus on, and not soak too much in the mistake that we make, but just review it and move on. Simple as that, because we need to make sure that we can just reduce the amount of mistakes that we make. And my mistakes have been more of a focus thing because I've been showing up, I've been taking trades that go with my plan, but now it's really just the execution because I had that oil trade where I could have re-entered, and now I have this where, well, not this. I have the trade yesterday where it won, but I didn't have my TP at the right level, and there might be a couple other situations. It's actually nothing else from this month, so it's been a good month in terms of taking trades that go in my plan. Honestly, a good year of that, but we need to make sure that we execute correctly because that's only half of it. Taking the trades that show up, it's showing up, taking the trades that go with your plan, executing correctly. Boom. It's like I got the first two down, and now we just need to consistently execute correctly, which is simple, but we just have little hiccups here and there. So we're going to make sure that we do that. And that's pretty much it, y'all. I will be back on Thursday or Friday. Okay, y'all. So today was an unfortunate day, unfortunate timing, but I think I learned another thing with re-entries for these 3 candle setups. So with this one right here, we had it and it lost. But as you can see, the candle that made it lose closed right back up to the 13. So that makes me think nowadays, because it's the second time it's happened, that it's just a straight up like stop loss hunt, and then boom, it wants to make it smooth again, right? So I definitely want to start doing this because I was a little hesitant to take the re-entry on this because this candle right here closed below, and I was like, oh, that restarts the whole 3 candle sequence. But my trade didn't lose yet. But if the candle that stopped me out restarts the whole 3 candle sequence by not closing above the 13 or below for a sell, then that's what really stops it. But this candle doesn't. So that's okay. We learned from it, and we're just gonna do this from now on and accept it, and whatever happens with it happens. So shoot, that's what I learned, y'all. I'll see y'all in the next video, not video. I'll see y'all on Friday. But this trade did go with my plan. The only issue I had today was with my focus. Like, I woke up and I was in my bed taking this trade. You know, it may have not been much different. At first, I thought that a trade on here happened the same time. I thought this happened at 7:50. I mean 45, but it actually started breaking out at 7:45. This one, this one we were able to take at 7:45, so it would not have mattered. But that's good to know. And yeah, y'all, this was today, man. I'll see y'all in the next video. Not video, oh my gosh, whatever. What is up, everybody? Today is Saturday, but on Friday, I want to show you guys the final trade recap, what happened to this day. And basically, I zoomed out on silver, and I'm like, this is the only pair that doesn't need a break of structure during the session. So I was being wary of it and, just making sure that I see what happens. And actually, a 15-minute zone was created right here. And it was created at the 50. So this means that we could take this setup, but we have to wait for it to hit the 50 and then close above the 13. But unfortunately, in this case, I couldn't enter it, bro. 124 points, 124 times 25, $3,000 stop loss, bro. That's like way too much. So we didn't enter this, but as you can see, it ended up winning. And I wish I could have, bro. I want to get Micro Silver to work on Tradeify so bad, but it's really out of my control. That's why I added these other pairs and stuff. But we're just going to keep on going, and we'll see what happens, y'all. It sucks missing a trade like this, especially when you see it happening in real time and you're like, this goes with my plan. I just got to take it, bro. But the risk is too high and you don't want to do all that. So that was my week. Honestly, we're just gonna recap and just talk about it for a second. So if I'm being completely honest, man, this week was rough. Now, it wasn't rough in terms of the trades that I took. I honestly took some good trades. They all won. The re-entry could have happened on oil, but we were still learning that 3 candle strategy, and even on silver today, like I wish I could have entered that. It could have been a 2 in 1 week or a 3 in 1 week, but 2 in 1 because of the prop firm that I'm using. And I just think I made a lot of focus errors this week, and I'm gonna do my best to make sure that I show up as best as I can to the chart so that doesn't happen, because I'm taking trades that go with my plan, and I'm making sure that I review the trades, all that good stuff. But the one thing that I'm missing is me being ready in the morning and me actually being at my desk. And now this Friday, I actually ended up doing that. I woke up at 7 and I got up and did what I had to do, got to the desk, felt good. But the rest of the week, I haven't done that. So I need to make that a daily thing in my life, just doing that, because it's pretty difficult. I'm not a morning person, but I'm going to do my best to become one. And if I can do that, that's like that's like the missing piece right now when it comes to being a successful trader and being a consistent trader. Now, it's been an issue for a while, but I just have to do it, man. I know what I have to do now. You know what I mean? I've been trading for a couple of years, and by May 19th, it would probably be like 3 years since I learned Doyle strategy or started learning about it. Obviously I changed it a bit, to my liking and to my personality, but honestly, bro, I just am looking forward to being consistent and looking forward to making sure that I follow my plan and keep the promises that I made to myself, and then see the fruits of my labor. So at the end of the day, y'all, this stuff is possible. It's not rocket science. It's not impossible to wake up and get to a chart, but it's not easy. It's simple, but not easy. And that's a lot of things in life. So I'm going to do my best to get to that point. And y'all got to stay with me on this journey, man. I'm telling you, it's gonna get good. So we're eliminating distractions, and we're just making sure that we're not living in our head and being in our head about this, and just moving forward, staying in the moment, and then eventually we will see the results. So yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video.